Good morning, Year 3, and welcome to your final week of remote learning. This is your literacy lesson on Monday, the 1st of March 2021. We're into a new month. And today's learning objective is to describe. Please write the date and learning objective in your literacy book now. For our SPAG warm-up today, we're going to start looking at prepositions. Does anyone know what a preposition is? You might have learnt about them before, or this might be something completely new to you. Let's have a look. Prepositions are words or phrases that can be used to describe a place, a time, or a cause. Let's watch this video together to learn a little bit more about prepositions and to see some examples.
Preposition, it's your ambition to tell me exactly my position. I could be on the couch or outside my house. Am I across the street or within your reach? I could go up the stairs or fall off my chair. Am I in front of you? Are you behind me too? Preposition, it's your ambition to tell me exactly my position. Preposition, you're on a mission to tell me exactly my position. Now take a walk with me, and we'll go by the sea, and then along the path that goes around and back, and underneath the waves, or inside a cave. And before we're through, we'll jump over the moon. Preposition, it's your ambition to tell me exactly my position. Preposition, you're on a mission to tell me exactly my position. I could be on the couch outside my house. Am I across the street or within your reach? I could go up the stairs. Did I fall off my chair? Am I in front of you? Are you behind me too? Now I'm about to say, without further delay, when you're next to me, that's where I wanna be. Now we're near the end, but we're among good friends. So that after this, I will do it one more time. Preposition, it's your ambition to tell me exactly my position. Preposition, you're on a mission to tell me exactly my position.
Wow, there were loads of prepositions in that video. Let's see if you can remember any and apply that knowledge to a task. Oh no! The pets have escaped from the pet shop and managed to get into a classroom. Can you look at the picture and describe using some prepositions where each of the animals are hiding? I can see a snake, a penguin, a dog. What other animals can you see and where are they? Pause the video here and try to think of 3 examples using your describing words or prepositions. Hopefully you've completed this task. You could have said things like, the lizard is beside the teacher. The snake is beneath the light. The cat is under the table. The fish is in a fishbowl. The dog is on the table. The penguin is walking through the classroom. Or the hamster is behind the plant. Did you use these prepositions? These all tell us about the place of the animals. Can you write a sentence using a preposition to describe where the book is? Choose your option of mild, spicy or hot and write your sentence in your literacy book. Pause the video to give yourself time to do this and press play when you're ready to proceed with the lesson. This week we're going to be continuing with our learning on the story Taking Flight. In the story, can you remember the name of Tony's dad's wagon? This one in the picture, it was bright red and it had some writing on the side, which told us the name. It was called the Radio Flyer, and it was a really important part of the story. Why was it so important? Throughout the story, the radio flyer changed. It transformed into some different types of transport. Can you remember what those were? After being chased by the escaped zoo monkeys, Tony and Grandpa fall into the river, infested with crocodiles. What type of transport do they use to escape? They're in a boat. Can you spot the similarity between the radio flyer and the boat? They're both red. They have some white on them and a black tyre. Suddenly, the boat falls down a waterfall. What does the boat transform into next? Hopefully you were saying a plane. Once again, it looks pretty similar to the radio flyer. Do we think that's a coincidence? For the final adventure with Dad, what type of transportation do they use to get into space? That's right, they use a spaceship. And once again, you can see some similarities with the radio flyer. All 4 forms of transport use the same colour scheme, and the story seems to move seamlessly from one to the other, to the next, to the next. What other type of transport could the radio flyer transform into? That is today's task. Your first objective for today is to build, make, create or draw your own transportation system. You might choose to use things from around your house like cardboard, newspaper, plastic bottles, Play-Doh, Lego or anything else that you can find. What you choose to design is entirely up to you, but it needs to be able to move and transport Tony and Grandpa from one place to another place. Here are some ideas that I came up with that you might choose to use. You might choose to make a rocket. You might choose to make some form of flying vehicle. This one has wings and wheels, so it could be used on land and water. You might choose to design a motorbike, or some sort of scooter. You might choose to design a submarine to help you travel underwater. Or you might choose to make a paper aeroplane. While you are making your transportation system, you need to be thinking about how it works. What mechanisms does it have to help it? Does it have wings? Does it have turbos? What does it need to run off? Can you make it move? Could you make some levers to make the wings move? Or wheels to help it roll? Be as creative as you can for this task. In your literacy book, you need to draw a detailed picture of your travel machine, complete with labels to describe what things are and why it needs them. Here is an example of a rocket. It has a sharp silver pointed top to help the machine be aerodynamic. Being aerodynamic means it can move through the air faster. It has a small glass window for Tony to keep a lookout for threats. That would be very practical. It is powered by tremendous fiery flames, using some adjectives there, which explodes out of the rocket's nozzle as it accelerates through the air. The colour, it is glossy, vivid red to attract attention. And finally, I've said it's got strong metal wings to help steer the machine towards its destination. They wouldn't want to get lost going into space. In your literacy book, I expect to see a detailed picture, complete with labels to tell me how it works and why. Why has it got those features? Blue group, your job is to draw a picture and have a try at writing 2 sentences to explain why. For example, Miss Norton decided she was going to do a scooter which has handles to control where we fly and wheels to help her fly fast. When you have finished your drawing and made your model, you can choose a chilly challenge to do. The mild challenge is to act out an adventure using your newly made travel machine. Where could you go in your travel machine? The spicy adventure is to also act out using your travel machine and then write a description for your machine using effective adjectives. And the hot challenge is the same as the spicy challenge, but you also need to explain how the travel machine moves. Try to use some verbs and adverbs. There you have it. That is today's lesson and tasks. If you have any questions, you can email us at year3@hucklow.sheffield.sch.uk. Even though we're all back together at school next week, it's really important that you give 100% to your learning this week. A lot of the lessons that we're doing this week lead on to next week. For example, we're starting to write our own adventure story. So it's really important that you keep watching these lessons so you know what you're doing when you're back to school. We know that you're all working incredibly hard at home and we're all super proud of you, so keep it up. You're doing amazing and we can't wait to see you soon.